is everybody doing? Diwali is nearly around the corner now, and it's on the 19th. Tomorrow is Choti Diwali, और सब लोग celebrate करेंगे. This is going to be totally exciting. I love Diwali because I decorate my house with diyas and candles, and occasionally we burst firecrackers, but with this whole ban and everything, we probably will not do it this time. But yeah, I'm at the StayUncle crib. This is the CEO's office. As you can see, there's a board behind, and there's a that's the guitar over there. So I normally come here on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. And for those of you who are online, hello to everybody. And oh, I have some people watching. Hi to all of you who are watching. And if you have a channel of your own on YouTube, you can live text me in the live chat session. This is where you can ask me questions. I'm just going to, that's me saying hello to experience buffering. I'm just getting a message where it's saying that streaming is not very good. I'm sorry guys if the streaming is not very good. I hope that eventually you can experience it properly. So this is the time where I'm normally taking questions about relationships. Now I have a Facebook live feed as well that comes on our Facebook page, on the StayUncle Facebook page at 5 p.m. every Friday. But I don't take any relationship questions there. I take relationship questions here. So as you know that I had taken out a course, a 5-part series where I had given tips on dating, basically how to get on with the first date and what are the do's and the don'ts that you don't have to do. And I keep getting questions regarding that, and not just that, I keep getting questions otherwise as well. So every week, you know, I have people who mail me. They can email, and in case you are interested to email me for your questions, you can email me at dikshi-auntie@stayuncle.com. That is DIKSHI-AUNTIE@stayuncle.com. So you can come there and tell me, ask me questions. So shall we just begin? Now I know that there are a lot of people out there who have questions regarding the relationships which are 8 years old, something, you know, some relationships which are just 2 years old, some relationships which are 3 months old. So I have one question, you know, that has come from someone, and this person has been dating this guy for a while. I think she has dated this guy for 2 years, and the guy has proposed, not for marriage, but he has proposed that they live together now. So she says that I'm really excited that my boyfriend has finally asked me to move in with him, but I am terrified because I know that the problems you face when you live together are different. I just don't know what to expect. Should I move in or should I not? I don't want to ruin the beautiful relationship we have. All right, Miss. This is a very important question in terms of how strong your relationship is. Now, it is true that there is a huge difference between two people who just come and meet each other once a week. You show each other your best. You're dressed up as well as you can be, and the only intention in your mind is to have a great time in that 1 hour span or a 2 hour span that you are meeting with him or her. What happens in a relationship when you move in together is that you get to see the sides that have been hidden. And it's a very tricky thing. It's a tricky thing because you don't get to see what they do on a daily basis when you're just dating them, right? You don't know what time he gets up and he brushes his teeth. You don't know how long he takes in the washroom. You don't know how. You don't know whether does he pick up his own dishes, uh, when he finishes his breakfast, or does he leave you to do it? So these are the kind of small, small things that come up where your test of adjustability comes up. Also, the reason why I'm speaking in English is because a lot of people who don't understand Hindi have requested that I only speak in English. So I hope this is comfortable for you. So what happens is that when you live with someone, things like their habits, they come in question. Do they keep the room clean? Do you like a clean room? Are they okay with an okay room? Are you expecting a 50-50 division of responsibilities? Or are you putting everything on him? Or is he putting everything on you? What happens when you fall sick? Will he cook for you? Or is he someone who can't cook at all? And then he will still expect you to do it. A very, very dangerous yet very critical issue between two people who live together are the finances. Um, how are you going to share the finances? Are you splitting the house rent? Is he paying is he paying the entire rent? Is it his house? If it's completely his house, then who is pitching how much? How much are you contributing? Things like that. So these are the things that don't turn up at all when you are dating someone, just like meeting them once a week. So it's a little different when you are living with someone. These are just a very sort of a gisted issue that I have explained to you, the kind of issues that come up when you live with someone. Because I have also lived with someone when I was married, and all these kind of issues also came up where, and these are very, very natural issues between two people who are living together. The important milestone of this kind of a setting is that whether the two of you are compatible and are okay to live with each other, knowing each other's faults or knowing each other's, you can say, uh, I wouldn't say demerits, but knowing each other's habits, how much you can take that habit, how much you can tolerate. Of a relationship as well, would you be able to survive living together, or would you not be able to survive living together? So what happens is that in India, the whole setting of living together doesn't really work so well, because Indians in our culture, living together before marriage is looked down upon. I personally, this way or that, you have to live together. This way or that, you have to live together uh, with the person in question. अगर इसके साथ नहीं रहोगे तो किसी और के साथ किसी टाइम रहोगे. And the same problems generally in a blueprint way, the same problems come up with everybody. Maybe with this current boyfriend you might have this problem. Maybe with the next boyfriend you might not have this problem. But कुछ basic problems of adjustability रहती हैं कि दोनों एक घर में एक roof के नीचे रह पाते हैं या नहीं. Also, a really critical point also of this entire situation is that you see each other 24 hours, or at least you see each other every day. So वो excitement, तैयार होने की किसी के लिए excitement, the excitement to meet someone after a few days, when you have these many things to talk about, and then you meet that person, and you make the most of that moment, right? When you live together with someone, these things don't happen. You'll probably see him, I don't know, fart. That's the first thing that you get to witness. Oh my God, this is what you do behind my back. This is the first thing. Or, you'll see your girlfriend in pajamas and you'll wonder, oh wow, okay, that's what she looks like in her pajamas. Or, you'll see her first thing in the morning with no makeup. And then you'll see, okay, this is how she looks like when she doesn't have a makeup. Sorry. So these are the things that you will witness. Now, I'm just telling you the downside. Now, the upside is that if you pass this test, it's the best feeling in the world, because then you know this is the person for you. And there is no feeling in the world beyond that realization that you get that, wow, we lived for 6 months and we survived. We didn't tear each other's hair. we didn't like burn things, we didn't split, and this might actually work out. And that is a very, very great feeling, when you live with someone and you discover that I can actually get along with this person and maybe we can grow old together, you know. Eventually, sex wears out with age. When you're in your 50s, you might not have sex every week. You might have, sex maybe once in 2 months, or I don't know, once in 6 months. Could be anything. This relationship then goes beyond sex, and it's just about the connection between two souls and that satisfaction you get um, when you're with that person, because nobody stays young, right? And eventually this whole thing that we have superficiality of being physical with each other, and it wears out after a point, and what's left is companionship and trust and um, reassurance that I have someone at the end of the day who I can actually count on. So I think don't be afraid. To the girl who has asked me this question, don't be afraid. Take a chance. What's the worst that could happen? Um, the worst that could happen is that you'll split. That could happen even if you don't live with him. So why not? Go for it. Find out. Test the waters. Are you up for this challenge, or is he up for the challenge? And figure it out. So I hope that clears up. The next question that has come to me is that this has come from a very young chap, actually, and I have been having a conversation with him lately. And obviously, I'm not going to mention him because these questions are very private to people and they don't want their identity to be revealed. But this question has come from this young chap, and he says, I think I'm good looking and I'm educated, but I can't seem to be getting the girls because I have trouble talking to them, and I think they get bored with me. Uh, get bored with you? Well, that's don't think of it like that. All right. Uh, First of all, I have a course that I have done on YouTube on StayUncle TV. It's a dating course. It's basically about what happens when you get to a first date. You might be really good at the first date and dating with women and talking to women or not talking to women, whatever it is. That course is just going to equip you with uh, skills like in conversation, how to make conversations, uh, what is the body language you need to have, how are you communicating with her? Are you looking at her in the eye? Or are you looking at your phone too often? So these little tiny details are there. So maybe you need to revisit and find out, is there something that you're doing wrong, or is there something that needs correction as to why is it that you can't seem to get with women. Head on to that course. It's a 5-part series. You had to register before, but now it's available to the public, so you can just check it out. Stay Uncle TV is the channel, and go there and look for a playlist which says dating course. So I'm speaking a few things. They're not very long videos. I think 5-6 minutes. I know someone has written for a live chat, and I'm going to be addressing your sentence in just 1 second. I just want to complete this question this guy has says. So first of all, sir, please have faith in yourself. Sometimes you don't meet people who are like-minded. So maybe you are not meeting the correct women. Perhaps your mental intellect is not matching, and I hope you're not compromising, because please don't compromise on your mental wavelength, because that is what stays after all of these years. You know how marriages stay for like 40 years is because the mental wavelength is still there. The sex wears out, the superficialities wear out, everything wears out. but it's the mental wavelength and the connection that stays. So please do not be underconfident about yourself. Uh, Perhaps they are just superficial conversational skills that you need to change. And once you do that, then I'm sure you will not have a lot of problem, because believe me, 7 billion people, it's not possible that there is nobody out there for you. So, how to believe that? I'm going to take somebody on live chat, Rishabh Das. Rishabh Das, you're asking questions about StayUncle. Um, I will answer this one question of yours, but I just want to say that all the StayUncle and these safety-related questions are something that I take on the Facebook feed. I'm just going to. So, all right, I'll take your question because you asked me. He says, I'm hesitating about the first booking of StayUncle service. We are afraid for hotel police raids, and my age is 19 and my girlfriend is 21. Is there a problem? To everybody out there, don't worry about the safety. All the hotels that are in our panel are couple safety, are couple friendly. And this means that obviously the couples are not dating. All the hotels know that, who are associated with us. You just need to have your IDs, and they have to be valid government IDs in originals at the time of check-in. Present those along with the booking ID, and there should not be any problem. It doesn't really matter what your age is, to be honest. If you have any relationship-related question, this is the correct time to post on the live chat. Another person is saying, hi Anish, how are you? Nice to see you, man. You have questions on relationships and dating troubles. Now is the time. Shoot your questions. I will be more than happy to answer you, because that is what I'm here for. So, shall we take another question now? This is someone who has emailed me. So this person says that this guy is saying, Mr. Demonic. Mr. Demonic says, why do I get people who have these funny names? Mr. Demonic says, I'm in a long distance relationship. I'm in London. My girlfriend is in India. And I want to trust her, but I know that long distance, you have physical needs, and long distance does not satisfy that. And I don't know if I should confront her on this, or should I just let it be. So, demonic guy, thank you for putting a question in. And yes, long distance is a very, very tricky business. It's tricky business because you are not there to see 24 hours what the person is doing. And you are not there to tell them what you like or what you don't like. You're not there to see what their routine is like. You're not even there to see that if they are telling you something, where is that coming from, and why are they saying the things that they are saying. Now, yes, there are biological needs and there are intimacy needs. Everybody loves to be intimate. Everybody likes that sense of companionship with someone. But it's not necessary, man, that everybody is unfaithful or everybody is sort of, straying from that long distance relationship. So the only way to tackle this is to communicate with your partner and tell them what your insecurities are and come to an understanding. Now, whether it is an understanding that you both have agreed that we are not going to stray outside because we are committed to each other and we love each other, and that's the way this relationship is going to be. So either it normally comes to that, or simply have an understanding that we love each other, but we have biological needs. So that's how it's going to be. So normally these are the two ways that a long distance relationship goes. There is no middle ground. The middle ground is that you both are lying to each other and just saying that no, 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 we're not, screwing around, we're not dating anyone else, or we're not But the fact is that, you can't survive beyond 15 days of not having sex with anyone. And I'm not going to generalize it to men because women are equally the same. So, easiest way to deal with this issue is to be transparent with each other. Tell them everything, what you are feeling. You are living in London and feeling the same. Maybe she's living in India and feeling the exact same thing, man. I mean, it goes both ways. It's not just one person thing. So talk to her. Tell her whichever way you think, whatever you are feeling inside. If she's the kind of person who listens to you and understands to you, she will have the patience to listen to what you're saying. Tell her everything. Tell her this is what I'm feeling, and I'm feeling like you're straying, and this long distance, thing is happening, and whatever you're feeling, I love you and I want to be with you, but I know that this is the thing. So how do we deal with it? Ask her, how do we deal with this? Because if you love her too much, if you really love her, and she's the person that you will spend your life with, tell her, I don't want to lose you, but I know that we are far apart, so what can we do? If the relationship is not really, if you think that it's not going anywhere, and if you're not feeling any feelings for her, then please, I would suggest, don't put restrictions on her. Make her wait while you're going out and having, different relationships, or, getting hookups done. That is unfair. That is not just unfair, that is selfish, and that is cruel, because she's probably thinking that, she's saving herself up for you while you're having fun, and there is no greater betrayal than the betrayal of that kind of trust. So whatever it is that you guys are feeling, please talk to each other and figure it out. Don't lie to each other. Even if it means that you're the kind of person who says, look, I can't sustain, beyond 15-20 days. I need to have sex with someone, so this is how it's going to be. And, you can do the same. If that is the kind of understanding, then fair enough. Whatever it is between you two. Because I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to give you solutions as best, as I can. So, same thing. Please talk to her and let her know how this can, how you can take it forward, or ask her and brainstorm and talk to each other. Talk to each other. Be transparent. Don't hide and don't miscommunicate. I'll take, let me just see, has anyone written anything? Who else? If you guys have, guys who've messaged on the live chat, please, if you have any questions relating to any dating troubles or dating issues, I can't find women, or I can't find guys, or guys just take me for a ride, or anything related to that, please send me a message of the evening. Relationships, and one of the days when expect only women to make all the sacrifices. So, but this is not about that. If you think your girlfriend doesn't, if you think your girlfriend doesn't give you enough time, I would say please express your feelings to her. Have you expressed your feeling to her already? Does she know these are the things you are feeling inside? Because if you are feeling these things and you've not expressed to her, she will never know. Perhaps she doesn't realize it herself, that she's not giving you enough time. She's so engrossed in all the work, engrossed in everything, that she's not aware of it. तो उसको जाके बताओ कि मुझे ये feel हो रहा है, मैं ये feel कर रही हूँ या कर रहा हूँ, और तुम मुझे time नहीं दे रहे हो. And I think just be honest and say that, I think this is creating a distance between us, and what do you propose we do about it? What you can do is that you can both work out your schedules, and according to that schedule, you can find out which are the days where you can spend time with each other, and make sure you give that a priority. Because after all of that conversation, if they're still not giving you the priority, then maybe they need to be alone. Maybe they need to focus on that at the moment, and maybe you need to be with someone who can give you more time. Like I'm the kind of person who's I understand when the other person is busy, and I'm very like flexible that way. But I think beyond a certain point, you need to give priority to your partner, this way or that. You have to give them priority because you know the other person is hold off their plans for you. They've held off. Wow, I'm at loss. The other person has put their plans on hold for you, and they are waiting for you, whereas they could have been doing other things, or maybe they could have been hanging out with someone who gives them the attention they want. So work out a schedule and please give it priority. अब ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि don't get unreasonable and say that no please, you know, after work, even if you get off at 9 o'clock and reach home by 10, you have to give me time, because that is very difficult, man. It's humanly not possible to be working 6 days a week or 5 days a week or whatever and give each other time. So it's all about the mental connect. It's all about the understanding you both have for each other. The more you are understanding with each other, the better it will be. And the way you can be understanding with each other is if you talk about it and express your feelings. I have seen relationships that went down whole. They went down the drain because either the guy or the girl, they did not express their feelings to each other. They kept taking it in, until finally a day came where it just blew over and everything became ugly. And they are nice people. Both people are nice in their own respects, but they did not express with each other. They did not communicate with each other. And it's very sad to see when relationships fall apart. At least the ones who had potential. So talk and express. And do not be afraid of their reaction, because they need to know who you are. They need to know, what you are. And they need to know this, what you're feeling in this relationship. Because kai bari aisa hota hai, oh, sorry, it's too bright. Because a lot of times what happens is the other person says, तुम इतना टाइम से ये फील कर रहे हो, तुमने मुझे बताया क्यों नहीं? And you can't blame the other person for that then. So talk, express, talk, and tell them how you're feeling. Tell them, do not be afraid. I know a lot of people who are very afraid of confrontations. I know a lot of people who'd rather not be in that uncomfortable position, and they would just be quiet. ऐसा कई बारी होता है that the other person is very dominating and you're afraid to express any sort of a disapproval. Don't do that. Just like they expect you to know them, you need to expect, they need to know how you are as well. So it goes both ways, right? So please express. I hate it. It's so sad when great relationships fall apart because both people don't express to each other, and it's really unfair on both of them, because एक झेल रहा होता है और दूसरे को पता नहीं है कि दूसरा झेल रहा है, and in such a scenario it's just not now but probably 3 years down the line when you matter out, or maybe what if I had expressed and things could have worked. You never know. So talk, express, please talk. I think that should be the end of this live feed. Please write into me with your questions. My email address is dikshi-auntie@stayuncle.com. I also come on the Stay Uncle Facebook page at 5 o'clock on every Friday. That is a forum. I talk about Stay Uncle. I take your messages and I interact live with people. I love the Facebook live feeds. They are so fun. And come there if you want to ask questions about Stay Uncle. And come here if you want to ask relationship-based questions. So twice a week I go live. And until next time, it is so lovely to talk to you, all you guys. Thanks for writing in on the live chat as well. And to the people who are watching me, Thank you. Have a great Diwali, and I just want to wish you happy Diwali, everybody, and be safe. Bye.